This morning, Anambra State Governor Soludo celebrates his 63rd birthday with Work for Life. Anambra Assembly felicitates Governor Soludo at 63. Stakeholders call on African leaders to promote peace, stability, as Ukraine military captures key Russian outposts. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. I am David Obukwase, welcoming you to Breakfast News on ABS Television. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has advised Ndi Anambra to eat balanced diet and exercise right as secrets of healthy living and long life. Government House correspondent Ejika Abana reports that as part of low-key activities to mark his 63rd birthday celebration, Governor Soludo, in company of his wife, Nonye, Principal Secretary Barrister JPC Aneto, Chief of Staff, Mr. Ernest Ezadjoe, among others, held a Walk for Life exercise. The report.
Speaking after walking 8 kilometers around Isofia, Governor Soludo explained that age is just a number, but in the mind, pointing out that at 63 years, he feels like 36 because of the lifestyle he adopted. He explained that it is the reason healthy living with Nonye Soludo is being mainstreamed into Anambra schools to inculcate such a lifestyle early in the children, expressing optimism that Anambra will continue to remain healthy because health is wealth.
Age is a number, and if you make it so, it remains so. And our prayer is that by embracing healthy living, healthy environment, and cleanliness is very fundamental to being healthy. There's implications for our health. I wish that most of you, by the time you get to my age, you would even be stronger and fitter. Amen. Okay? That's my prayer for all of you. Try to do this. The age is in the mind. It's all in your mind. I said, yeah, 63, but I feel like 36. Yeah, 63, but I feel 36.
In an interview, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ezadjoe, said that Governor Soludo has demonstrated uncommon fitness administering the state even at 63, appreciating God for keeping him healthy.
He's celebrating his birthday very low-key to start with and making it meaningful to Ndi Anambra. This morning we've jogged about 8 kilometers of running to emphasize that we have to work healthily, eat healthily, so that we have that long life. So there's no dull moment with Mr. Governor at the age of 63.
Chief of Protocol and Deputy Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Chinedu Nwoye, Press Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Christian Aburime, member representing Agwata Constituency 2 at the State House of Assembly, Mr. Tony Mobike, prayed for God to continue to keep the Governor to complete God's assignment to him on earth, as well as his vision for the state.
Mr. Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, is an enigma. He's a legend. He's a quintessence. He's that kind of person that comes in a generation once in a while. We're here to tell him happy birthday. And my wish to him is that God will continue to improve his health. God will continue to strengthen him, give him wisdom to continue the work he's doing, and to accomplish his promise to Ndi Anambra. We believe that by the time he's done with Anambra, Anambra will be good for it.
Traditional music and cutting of cake were high points of the walk.
Anambra State House of Assembly has passed a resolution congratulating Governor Chukwuma Soludo on his 63rd birthday. The House passed the resolution following a motion sponsored to that effect by the member representing Agwata 2 constituency Honorable Tony Mobike during plenary in Oka. Our House of Assembly correspondent, Chukwuemeka Modelem, reports.
Governor, on his birthday, Honorable Moabike explained that the natural attribute of Governor Soludo has been brought to bear in the ongoing statewide development in just a little while in office, which he said is a direct manifestation of the efficacy of his theory of positive disruptive change.
He has moved in, fulfilling his campaign promises and doing a lot, so humongous, so numerous to mention in Anambra State.
On his part, the majority leader, Honorable Ikenna Ofodeme, described the governor as an exceptional leader who has done extraordinarily well in office, while the minority leader, Honorable John Bosco Akebobi, said Governor Soludo has recorded spectacular performance in the state and pledged their unalloyed support to his administration. In their remarks, the member representing Agwata Constituency 1, Honorable Anayo Opaleke, his Oyi constituency counterpart, Honorable Innocent Ojike, the Chief Whip, Honorable Jude Ngobiri, and others also expressed satisfaction with the governor's performance so far and congratulated him on his 63rd birthday.
A truly exceptional leader who has dedicated his time in redressing the change which Anambra has been clamoring for.
The Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, noted that Governor Soludo has done creditably well in the areas of road infrastructure, education, through massive recruitment of teachers, health workers, among others, assuring him that the House will continue to work with him for rapid development of Anambra State.
The Executive Governor of Anambra State to quickly direct the Honorable Commissioner for Local Government Chieftaincy and Town Union Matters to investigate the breakdown of law and order happening in Ifitedunu. Those in favor of this resolution say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Plenary, the House urged Governor Soludo to direct the Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Town Union Matters, Mr. Tony Collins Mwabunwanne, to investigate the causes of breakdown of law, order in Ifitedunu and the happenings in the area, and ensure the prosecution of those who beat and assaulted the President General of Ifitedunu, Chief Uchenna Nwoye, in line with the vision of Soludo's administration of making Anambra livable and prosperous homeland. The member representing Dunukofia constituency, Honorable Chuks Asotani, who sponsored the motion, urged Anambra State government to restore peace and order to Ifitedunu by punishing the perpetrators of the dastardly act.
I plead to this honorable house to please lend their voices and ask Mr. Governor to intent of breaking down the perpetrators to go to avoid further speaker.
In their contributions, the majority leader of the House, Honorable Ikenna Ofodeme, the member representing Anambra East constituency, Honorable Obinweke, the Chief Whip of the House, Honorable Jude Ngobiri, and others also urged Governor Soludo and security agencies to rise to the occasion and expedite action against the perpetrators of the act, stressing that if they are allowed to go unpunished, such ugly acts could escalate to other communities, thereby creating a state of anarchy. From the State House of Assembly, Chukwuemeka Modelem, ABS News.
The wife of the governor of Anambra State, Mrs. Nonya Soludo, has charged women to be solution providers in the home in order to reposition the society. Mrs. Soludo gave the charge during the 2023 Anambra Women's Summit held at the Professor Dora Akonyele Women Development Center in Oka. Chidemma Ikanyong filed the report taken from here.
Very soon.
Speaking to the women, Mrs. Soludo noted that time has come for the women to go back to the drawing board, putting their homes in order and become game changers, especially as it concerned proper parenting. She reminded them that a lot still needs to be done to get the society working again, calling their attention to the high rate of cases of abuses, sexual and gender-based violence prevalent in the society and the need to access quick justice delivery.
Your husband mere jide onwe gị nwegodo anga issue jide onwe gị ibe a na rumesi imesikodo etu isi na ya dọkwa mma. Nwere 90-something% of men will think again.
Some of the keynote speakers, including veteran broadcaster Mrs. Hepzibah Agwaniru, Dr. Kasimia Nnemeka, and the Chief Magistrate of Children, Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Magistrate Court, Anambra State, Genevieve Osakwe, all said that women are a key part of the Sustainable Development Goals and must begin to take the responsibility of raising children more seriously, regretting that many of society's ills come from parental negligence. In her vote of thanks, the Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Anambra State, Honorable Ifi Obinabo, appreciated Mrs. Soludo for always making the women her priority and assured that she will continue to enlighten women on the need to be agents of change in the society.
Within 24 hours, anyị chọrọ ilepụta ebe a onwe sọpọtụ ka nka na ihe ụmụ nwaanyị Anambra bụ gịnị akpọ aza. My special appreciation. Chukwu gọzie unu. Ozi ọma ebubie taa, anyị ebubie n'ebe dị iche iche.
Present during the event is member representing Anocha Constituency 1 in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Nkechi Ogbuefi, representatives of the traditional rulers, commissioners of education and budget and economic planning, Asatu Women, Traditional Rulers Wives Association, among other notable personalities. Mother Summit is a long-age event that ushers in the annual August meeting and is usually hosted by the Ministry of Women and Social Welfare.
Nigeria currently faces an upsurge in the number of missing persons due to a legion of armed conflicts, as official data estimates that between 23,000 and 25,000 persons are currently missing in the country. This was the view of the chairman, Anambra State Bureau of Missing Persons, and Commissioner for Justice, Professor Sylvia Ifemeje, during the inaugural meeting of the Bureau in Awka. Our correspondent, Emmanuel Chibata, takes the story from here.
The Bureau is charged with the mandate to trace cases of missing persons and come up with the needed database to support police investigations and eventual prosecution of suspects. According to the Commissioner and Attorney General of the state, this data could be higher as a result of absence of official database, and explained the need to develop a database of missing persons to be handled by the Planning, Research and Statistics Officer in the State Ministry of Justice, as well as collaborate with security agencies in intensive investigation with regards to tracing missing persons. The Bureau chairman disclosed that the state has approved the establishment of a forensic facility that will help to pin suspects to the scene of the crime, adding that the Bureau will also provide legal and moral assistance to affected facilities and relations of missing persons. She thanked the chairman, Truth, Justice and Peace Commission, Professor Shedi Odenkalo, for being the brainchild for the establishment of the Bureau and connecting them with the International Commission of Missing Persons to assist Anambra State in the areas of capacity building for the Bureau and sharing of best practices, so that the Anambra Bureau of Missing Persons will serve as a model for other states in Nigeria.
Nigeria currently faces an upsurge in the number of missing persons due to a legion of non-international armed conflicts. Official data estimates that between 23,000 and 25,000 people are missing, but this data may not give an accurate picture of the correct number as a result of non-existent official database. The number could actually be higher. It is despite glaring that the current political climate in Nigeria may likely push the number further.
Contributing, Professor Dinkalu said the meeting was significant to enable the state afford assistance to families of missing persons. He urged the Bureau members to see the job as opportunity to serve the public and invitation to greatness, and never to be discouraged in the midst of challenges while performing the task.
That paradigm of a state that does not appear to work needs to change into a state that can be shown to be capable of caring and working. That's what you're pioneering. Now we go to and that we've got to care.
A representative of civil society organization, Mrs. Hope Okoye, and a representative of the Nigerian Bar Association, Barrister Izu Umeji, provided ideas to actualize efficient and productive results. The membership of the Bureau draws representatives from 12 ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, and groups. In Oka, Emmanuel Chibata for ABS News.
Ezekiel University's Center for Arts, Culture and Humanities has held its Median International Conference in Oka with the theme Emerging Intercultural Realities in Contemporary Africa. Correspondent Kenneth Kuchku the file the report, now taken from here.
In his welcome address while declaring the conference open, the Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Charles Isimone, explained that culture encompasses the totality of the people's way of life, which environment has played a critical role in the development of Aboriginal cultures, and the movement of people to different locations have impacted on cultures and societies, which the conference theme is apt in examining.
This is something that has been latent for a long time. We don't see them. Students do them as projects, they just keep them. But now we want to showcase them. Tell them that we have ability here and that's it to invest in.
Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, in his remark, revealed that government, through the Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, is a partner in the conference, noting that the resonance all over the globe to keep the Igbo cultural heritage alive, especially the Igbo language, is remarkable. Represented by the Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Comrade Don Onyenji, said the government will keep making efforts to promote core Igbo culture, especially through crafts, by encouraging the handworks of youths.
Our government is very interested in promoting our culture. With culture, that is first, then entertainment, and then tourism. All of them go together. Promoting culture, tourism, and entertainment. When we get it right, Anambra is going to be a mega city.
The keynote speaker, Professor Edwin Etienyibo of University of Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, South Africa, in his virtual address through Zoom, opined that no culture is superior than the other, as no monocultural society can sufficiently exist on its own, while harping on the need for the decolonization of foreign language, such as English, in terms of the way it is spoken, accent, and localization. The director of the center, Professor Nkechi Nwokoye, said it is important for people to identify with their culture, which is their roots, even though some religions seek to relegate culture to the background. But the positive aspect of the Igbo and African culture, which binds all together, must be identified and preserved, which is what the conference seeks to achieve.
Obodo ọbụla dị na mba Afrịka nwere omenala ha, mana o nwere ebe ha ji wee jikọ onwe anyị, n'ebe ahụ anyị ji wee jikọ onwe anyị ka anyị si ka ndị ọbụla si na mba dị iche iche na Afrịka bịa gwa anyị okwu ihe gbasara omenala ha.
Some academia and guests who attended the event, including Chief Ifeanyi Okoye, Reverend Father Professor Bonacristus Umogu, Dr. Nkechi Udeze, and Mr. Uzo Ekemezie, all bared their minds on the subject matter and emphasized that all must be proud and identify with the positive tenets of their culture, not minding the level of intercultural interaction, as the Igbo culture will always survive the times.
President Bola Tinubu has been urged to appoint a minister who has a diplomatic record as Minister of Foreign Affairs to ensure that the nation's foreign policies are well crafted and implemented before the international community. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Ekwuajide tells us more.
The president of the Association of Foreign Relations Professionals of Nigeria, Ambassador Gani Lawal, made the appeal during a pre-event press briefing ahead of its 5th annual lecture in Abuja. According to Ambassador Lawal, Nigeria's foreign policy should be able to highlight its wants and not wants for the interest of the citizens, and urged the president to choose a capable hand from amongst its members as the Association of Foreign Relations Professionals of Nigeria, AFRPN, has a backlog of foreign relations experts, both serving and retired,
holding on to the outskirts and pushing on. President Zelensky posted video of troops holding up a Ukrainian flag in the village, and Defense Minister Hanna Mala said they were now continuing to clear the settlement. Russian military blogger War Gonzo said the news was disturbing as Tamaroske was a key Russian outpost on the front line in the southeastern region of Zaporizhia. African chairman of Propel Sports Africa, Basil Kabani, has congratulated Benga Elebeleye on his emergence as substantive head of the Nigerian Premier League board. Elebeleye was announced as chairman of the reconstituted board of Nigeria Football Federation. President Ibrahim Guzo, following his successful piloting of the now defunct interim management committee of the Nigeria Premier League board last season. In a statement, Kabani congratulated the newly constituted members of the Nigerian Premier League under the leadership of Chairman Benga Elebeleye. He said his team has been tremendously enthused by how the football community in Nigeria and abroad has embraced the project, noting that they will soon be announcing their choosing telco partner in readiness for the launch of the 2023-2024 season. Before we end the news, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television, subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, Oka, on Instagram at ABS Radio TV, and on Twitter at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Now, the main point. We told you that Anambra State Governor Soludo has celebrated his 63rd birthday with Work for Life. Anambra Assembly has felicitated Governor Soludo at 63, and stakeholders calls on African leaders to promote peace and stability. Ukraine military has captured key Russian outposts. Remember, Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news this morning. I am David Obokwasile.